what I do.
Right.
And obviously he knows Devin Booker way better than I know Devin Booker. So they have a fairly lengthy relationship.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a little bit of a grandstand play for a head coach who decided, I want to take him out of harm's way. And instead, he put him in harm's way because now Devin Booker is in the harshest, brightest, hottest spotlight for the next, because when we got 3 days before they go again in Milwaukee, the story will be Devin Booker benched in the fourth quarter by his coach.
Right.
Ostensibly to protect him and to rest him.
Right.
Here's how I feel about that. Shooters shoot. Shooters need to see balls go through baskets. And if you had just let it flow, let it play its way out, if you'd started him in the fourth quarter and just see where it goes, maybe he'd make a couple of shots that would make him feel a little better about Game 4.
Right.
What if you always told me about what happened in the 2015 finals when LeBron lost Game 4 when he was up 2-1 in his house against a Golden State that obviously didn't yet have Kevin Durant? What did you tell me about Game 3? That Golden State found something down the stretch.
Even in a loss.
Even in a loss, they found Iguodala was having a little success guarding LeBron and having a little success scoring the basketball.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
So Steve Kerr in Game 4 had enough confidence in what his eyes had shown him in down the stretch of Game 3, even a loss, that he said, I'm going to start Iguodala, who simply became the MVP of those finals and turned the whole series around with the job he did on offense and defensively on LeBron in Game 4 in Cleveland. Okay, same idea. If you just let it play out in the fourth quarter, maybe Devin makes a couple of shots. Knowing him, maybe he gets hot. And I'm not saying they could have won the game. They're down 22. It's just too much, especially at Milwaukee. Maybe in Phoenix you can make more of a run. But the point was, you didn't give him the chance, and by trying to take him out of the spotlight, you actually intensified the spotlight on him, because in a blowout, what was ABC left to do but keep flashing up pictures of Devin Booker sitting by himself at the end of the bench? Is he hurt? Didn't appear to be. They didn't say anything about being hurt after the game. And so now all you're going to hear over the next 72 hours is book, book, book. Right or wrong, can you find your stroke? And again, Monty Williams has always raved about this, still young. He's still 24 years of age, but how he's bounced back from bad shooting games to have great shooting games. Well, maybe so, but he's never been in an NBA Finals with this kind of stage.
And the thing is, Skip, you remember Kobe Bryant's first playoff, he was airballing shots left and right. But guess what? He kept firing them. I think Dale Harris might have been the coach then.
He was.
And he's like, hey, shoot it.
Just shoot it.
Hey, and everybody was passing it to him. I don't know if they wanted to, like, okay, you think you so cocky, you so good, keep shooting. We're going to show you you're not what you think you are. Kobe's like, I don't care what y'all say. Pass it to me again, I'm going to shoot it again.
They lost to Utah.
But he grew from that. He says it does not how many times you fail, it's how many times you get up. And so we knew Kobe failed earlier, but it gave him the confidence that he could overcome anything.
But that was Kobe at like 19? 18 maybe? Was he still 18? Well, this is Devin Booker at 24 as a team favored to win the finals. That was an early, I guess it was a first round. Against Utah.
I just think the thing is that Monty said, look, Skip, he was checking the temperature of the room. It wasn't like they were making threes. Now, Skip, you down 22 and your team was making threes, well, you got a chance. But they couldn't make, Book didn't have the three ball going. Nobody, with the exception of Jay Crowder, could make a three last night.
Well, speaking of Jay Crowder, he makes 6 of 7 threes.
Yeah, he was 6 of 7.
And the team shot 29%. Do the math on that.
They were 3. They raised 3 the rest of the way.
I mean, it was him or bust, right, from 3, and it was mostly bust. So even Cam Johnson had a nice flurry in the third quarter. He was 1 of 5 from 3, okay? And your little man, Cam Payne, he couldn't get it going. And 0 of 2 from 3.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. He played 24 minutes, and he played more minutes than Ayton. But Ayton's got to stay out of foul trouble. Book's going to play better, but I don't know now, because the thing is, the one thing that you want, if you lose a close ball game, but they got blown out, Milwaukee's feeling really, really good right about now.
You got that right. I agree. So to me, the key to Wednesday night is Devin Booker. If Phoenix is going to go up 3-1, he has to come out firing and hitting shots because they do go as he goes. I know Chris had the hot game 6, as you said, close out Chris.
Right.
And he stayed hot-handed into game 1. And he had a little bit of a hot hand to start last night until he noticed that Scott Foster was calling fouls that you're like, what? And the point is, Devin Booker has to carry them, or they're going to go home 2-2, and the momentum's going to swing wildly to Milwaukee.
Skip, I don't care what they build. They can build a wall, they can build a fence, but they need to do something to keep Giannis from getting to the basket so easy. That's what they need to do. Now, you can call it whatever you want to, but clearly you see Giannis is averaging 34 and 15. So whatever you're doing, and he's shooting 60%, 60+% from the floor. So whatever you're doing is not working. Giannis can beat you. A team that's this with a superstar, and that's what Giannis is.
He is.
And 2 really good role players, Holiday and Middleton, they can beat you, Phoenix. Now you playing around and think, well, we got game 7. But a game 7 and another team has a superstar, oh, they can go in your building and beat you.
Devin Booker, here we go.
Well, you guys kind of alluded to this, but is Chris Paul playing against more than just the opposing team? We get into it. Let me explain. Next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't back down.
Arby's, 2 for $6.